Alright, welcome back. This is the first lecture in the set of lectures about the um, highest demand niches, or niches as you might say in the United States, if you want to get started with a career in copywriting. So I'm going to go through business opportunity in this first one, which, as you might be aware of, is a pretty big niche just because it's addressing one of the biggest concerns in the modern era, not having enough money basically. So everyone's got a business opportunity story. I do, you probably do. It might be a nightmare, where you might have blown a lot of money trying to turn a biz op into, a real business. And I mean, truth of the matter is that everyone's got a bad story because there's a lot of bad eggs out there. People who try to swindle you out of your hard-earned money to, fund their own high-flying lifestyle. Having said that, there are some legitimate business opportunities out there, and it just takes, some diligence, I guess, to look through and sort out the facts from what's just, puffery and, fake numbers. But essentially, you're looking at a market or a niche that people really aren't ever going to get tired of, because people are always going to want more. There's always going to be markets of people who want to earn more than what they're earning from their day job. So if you want to write any sort of copywriting for this niche, plenty of space to grow and to move around, no matter what sort of copywriting you choose to do. So let's have a look more at just what a business opportunity market is all about. Making more money in less time. So let's have a look. It's an industry worth billions of dollars and growing. So that's no surprise. A lot of money goes in and out because it's all about the money. How much you can stand to earn, how much profit potential there is, and especially with some niches like internet marketing, niche marketing, or consulting, where there's no producible, the return on investment can be quite high because there's no expense to create something. If you're doing something like manufacturing, I don't know, pens or shirts, where there's production costs and shipping costs, then that's a different story. Or eBay, for example, it's a different story. But if you're selling services or intangibles, then there's definitely some attraction there, because you just, create the value out of thin air, so to speak. You're somewhat of an alchemist. So very attractive proposition for people who want to get started from nothing, essentially. And you can really turn anything into a business opportunity. Your skills can become a business opportunity. Your, physical fitness, your labor. And you'll see in the next slide, setting up Christmas lights can even be a business opportunity. And it's quite a clever example that you'll see on the next slide, but it just makes you think about the questions you can ask yourself if you want to try and turn an idea you have into a business opportunity. How can you sell this idea to other people who are looking to make money, be it online or offline or some other way? So let's have a look at just what the setting up Christmas lights business idea is all about. So this is one that I heard about a few years ago. This is most likely one of the the people who might have copied the original. So they're called ChristmasKings.com. But the idea is basically there. So these guys basically live in a trendy part of town where a lot of people, have a lot of money to spend. They want to have the houses looking nice and all festive for the Christmas season, but they don't have the time or they can't be bothered to set up the Christmas lights themselves. So this dude in the picture here, he's a surfer. and doesn't really do much else during the year. He lends his time to these people using his fitness to climb up the sides of the house, setting up the Christmas lights, and getting paid a few $100 per setup, and it might take him, say, an hour or two, multiplied by say 3 or 4 houses a day, and then he's got an easy 1 or 2 grand. So a nice little way to earn some good money when it really counts during Christmas. And then he thought, well, you know what, I can turn this into a business idea, because people need money around Christmas, and there's a lot of people out there who can set up Christmas lights. Why don't I turn this product, or this idea, into a product? And in terms of you being a copywriter, this sort of stuff here, the copy here and the here, this is what you would write as a direct response copywriter, meaning that you would be responsible for writing the copy that persuades people to actually jump in and try the product. And yeah, it's meant to lend proof to the concept and to show people that there's no concern in trusting these people with your money so that they can give you their product. That's just one idea, and there's literally thousands of different business ideas coming out every year. So the people who need to sell their idea are looking for people like you, who can persuade their customers to buy their product from them. So this is a great niche to get started in, most likely because you may have been introduced to the world of online marketing through this niche. So I'm going to go through some dominant emotions in each video, and while there's a spectrum of emotions for every niche, they stem from 2 key emotions: fear and greed. And understanding the emotional profile of the target market is really important to writing effective copywriting, because it means you're getting into their head. It means that you're thinking the same thoughts as they are, and it means that they'll be more likely to open their wallet and to pull out their credit card. So you've got to understand why people look at business opportunities in the first place. Looking at the fear aspect, which is one end of the spectrum, where people are scared that they don't have enough money, for example, is a major reason that they're looking at biz ops. Maybe they're running out of time. Kids are starting school. It's really expensive, especially because they're starting private school. The spouse could be unhappy, so maybe they're feeling some pressure to take their spouse on a holiday or take them somewhere nice, that sort of thing. So that's where the fear comes from. And what about the greed? Well, it's all in the name: business opportunity. It's an opportunity out there, and if you don't jump on board, you're going to miss out. And if it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you as a copywriter can prove that to the audience, then you can get a lot of people who jump on board, and they're really keen on not missing out. So think about these emotions when you're writing copy, be it direct response or blog or press release. Make people feel like they're missing out, or make people bring to light what they're feeling on a day-to-day basis. People like to empathize with people that they who understand them. So if you can do that, then you got a better chance of making the sale, essentially, and getting the client, most importantly. So pros and cons with this market. Pros, well, I think it's pretty straightforward to learn, because it's a very, natural niche for a lot of people, since most people got started with copywriting by looking at opportunities to write for other people online. Anyone can start a business opportunity, so you have a lot of opportunities as a writer to find these people who need copy to sell their product. And the awesome thing is that if you're looking to, dip your toes into different businesses as well, you can expose yourself to more businesses. And that way you have a better risk profile. You're not just, say, dedicating yourself to writing. You might consider putting some money into, I don't know, drop shipping or affiliate marketing or anything like that. So you learn about different markets and different businesses, and then that helps you become a more savvy business person. Cons, of course, a lot of deadbeats. Beware. You got to be really sharp. You can't get conned yourself. Make sure that you're only promoting things that are ethical and white hat, and not below the belt. And the thing is, the other main con is that there are scammers out there who make a bad name for the industry. People hear BizOp and they might think, ugh, I don't want to touch that with 10-foot pole. Reality is, BizOp is always going to be around. It's a legitimate market and a legitimate niche. You just have to understand what it entails, and the good eggs are out there. If you can find those people who are legitimately promoting a good product, then approach them so that you can improve their response, and then they'll be open to have a conversation with you. So this is the first video out of the 5 for the different niches that are really popular. Hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you around in the following videos. Thanks.